What's going on, guys? So as you can see, we have another TISAS pistol in for review on the channel. And I just want to let you know, you probably want to get used to this because I have a lot of TISASs. I think they offer fantastic value for money. I think they are really, really nice, affordable firearms. And that's what I'm trying to bring to you guys. Firearms that I feel when you spend your money on it, you get more than you pay for in most cases. So let's crack the box open and take a look at what we have in here. So this is the TISAS Duty stainless steel model. So let's just take a real quick look at what you get in the box. You know, you get cleaning kit, stuff like that. You get a set, you get 2 sets of grips. Now, obviously these are aftermarket lock grips. It came with these rubberized ones that have this plastic insert, but they're very grippy. And as you can see, the ends are a rubber material, but these are super nice. And then it came with a standard set of black plastic ones. I love the fact that they give you 2 sets of grips. They give you a cleaning brush, a cleaning rod, all your manuals, chamber flag, bushing wrench, 2 MechGar magazines, and MechGar makes really good magazines. So let's get the pistol out. Let's set this box aside and just go over the pistol right quick. So why do I think TISAS is taking over the US handgun market? And I think they are. They offer accurate, reliable, very well made, affordable handguns. And this happens to be one of them. I only paid $479 for this pistol. That is insane for what you get. You get an all stainless steel, full size, railed 1911. Now I think these come in 45 and 9. I'm not sure if they come in 10. They might. Maybe somebody can comment down below, but I know they come in 45 and 9. This one happens to be in 45 if I hadn't stated that before. Now, the features on this pistol are just ridiculous for that price. Okay, let me just go over some of the stuff on this pistol that makes it, you know, almost what we used to call custom features back in the day that they just don't, you know, standard 1911s don't come with, and used to have to send, I'm talking decades ago, send them off to gunsmiths to get some of the stuff done. So you get your standard extended beaver tail grip safety with the memory bump, they used to call this right here. You get a ambidextrous thumb safety. So you get an ambi thumb safety, all right, commander style hammer, extended beaver tail grip safety with the memory bump, flat mainspring housing, trigger undercut. Look at that. Look at the undercut on that trigger guard. Okay, you don't get that standard 1911. You get a railed dust cover on here. Okay, you get front and rear cocking serrations. You get the dovetailed sights, and these are Novak style sights. I don't think they're actually Novak brand, but they're Novak style sights. You get, now I obviously put these grips on here. They countersunk, look at that. They countersunk the slide stop slide release hole on this side. That's stuff you'd have to pay. They lowered and flared the ejection port on this thing. You would have to pay a lot of money, way more than $479. Are you kidding me? $479 for this pistol. I'm going to keep saying that. It's under $500 for this thing. That's insane. And it comes with MechGar magazines. And for those of you that don't know, MechGar makes great magazines. I have to hand it to TISAS. I just got to say this real quick. I don't know if they've been listening to their customers. I don't know if they have competition shooters on the payroll, but I think they got people that really know what they're doing, because they picked really nice mags. They give you all the stuff that comes in the box. They give you all these features. The style of the pistol with the two-tone, how these are, I'm assuming these are Cerakoted parts. Barrel bushing, the spring plunger, the recoil spring plunger, the slide stop slide release, all the sights, everything is black Cerakote to add contrast to the all stainless pistol. I think that's fantastic. Let me tell you something else they do that I enjoy. They don't splatter banners all over their pistol, can fire without magazine, now I know this one can't do that, but I'm just saying, please read owner's manual, all this kind of stuff. No, they got a duty with the little bird back here. That's it on this side of the gun. Look at that. It's totally clean. I don't know if they're listening to customers. They know what they're doing, okay? The only markings on this gun are the duty with the bird on the left side of the slide. You come around this side of the slide, there's nothing. That's fantastic. It says the Knoxville, Tennessee, TISAS Knoxville, Tennessee, and then you get the Zig PC 1911 Turkey, which I don't know if you say it the same way as, but that's it. That's the only markings on this gun. It's not plastered with big old roll stamps and, like a lot of 1911s will put crap all over the sides, and it's fantastic. And they do that on most of their guns that I can think of. I'll be reviewing, like I said, a lot of these, so we'll see. But off the top of my head, I don't think they put banners all. I think they just put a little, dealio back there, a little symbol. I think that with the Bantam, it says same thing, because I have a Bantam carry. It says Bantam with the little bird. That's fantastic. You're not getting crap written all over your gun. These are all, by the way, you think, okay, so for that price, these have to be all MIM'd parts, and no. Matter of fact, these are all these parts are solid. Are they forged or milled? I'm not sure exactly what they are, but they're not MIM'd, okay? They're not MIM'd. And somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe I read they use titanium firing pins. I believe I read somewhere that the only MIM'd part, that they use one MIM part on this gun, and that is the plunger tube. Right there, not the plunger tube, the recoil plug right there. That's the only one they use, and that's fine. That can be a MIM part, but all the rest are all made from solid steel. So no, this is not like some, Arms Corps rattly, not trying to crap on them, because I got one of those too, and we're going to do a review on that, and I think they make pistols just fine, but I think this is a whole nother level. I don't know how they can make money off these things. I don't know how they're going to sustain that. How are you going to be able to sustain in the years to come? The prices are going to have to go up with all this crazy inflation around the world and all that stuff. I mean, this thing is just ridiculous. So, I don't know if I stated before, I changed a few things on here. Obviously, the grips. The grips were changed. The grips it came with were fine. For this pistol, and I believe all the other TISAS 1911s I have, as a matter of fact, all have the factory grips that they came with. This one I decided to change because I just think it looks fantastic. So changed the grips. I also changed the plunger tube spring in here. Now, it's a kind of a thing for me. I shoot a lot of 1911s. I like 1911s, and I love the very positive, ridiculous snap in and out. As you can hear, it's very positive. The one it came with was fine. It was fine. I just like them super, super positive, and the Wilson Combat plunger tube spring gives me that. So I changed that out. I changed the grips out, and I will say, I've said this before, I've noticed that these pistols, and I don't even know now. I have experienced the screws coming loose on TISAS 1911s, on several of them. It's not a big deal. I got blue Loctite. I just throw a drop of blue Loctite on them, tighten them back down, and I never have an issue again. But just keep an eye on that if you buy one of these pistols. So that's the only thing I did to this. Change the grips, put blue Loctite on the grip screws, and change the plunger tube spring. Other than that, this thing shoots great. It's accurate. It's reliable. I filmed a couple of shorts with it. We're going to go out and we'll film a 100-round, extended shoot with it for this video. And we'll see if we have any issues. I have not had any issues yet with with reloads, with Winchester White Box, with Arms Corps, with Tula. So yeah, man, we'll just again take it out there and blast away. I don't expect any problems. But let's get a let's get a weight on this sucker and let's get a trigger pull on it. So now we'll put the magazine in to weigh it. With an empty magazine, empty pistol, we are running in at 40.75 ounces. So that's what, 2.5 pound gun. That's typically what they weigh. Probably weighs a little bit more because of the stainless steel and the rail, but that's a big gun. But a plus of that is it helps control recoil. So there's the weight on that. Now let's check out the trigger pull. See if I can get my gauge to act right this time. Let's see, 0. Let's just see what trigger pull is on this. Right on 5. Let's try another one. Let me reset this gauge. .472. Reset the gauge again. Let's do one more. 452. So I think if I pull it correctly, it's right around 4.5 pounds on this pistol, which is, it's really not bad. It's pretty damn good. So another thing we like to check on fit and finish on 1911s is to see how far the grip safety, how far before it takes to engage. So we'll, another thing is that safety check it, make sure the 1911 is operating properly, grip the pistol, put the thumb safety on, pull the trigger, and it should not fall. And then take the thumb safety off, do not depress the grip safety, also push the trigger. The hammer should not fall. Now, we also want to check the engagement. Press the trigger so it's against the grip safety, make sure the thumb safety is still off, and then slowly press this in. And as you can see, it barely takes any to disengage it. That's it. That is a great fit. And then you can fire the hammer. Another test you want to do, which is press up on this hammer as hard as you can. And if it falls, you got issues between the hammer and sear engagement, and you need to get that looked at. But I cannot say enough good things about TISAS 1911s. I have not had a stinker yet. They just seem to shoot very well. They seem to be accurate. And with that, let's take this out to the range and just do the 100-round challenge with it and see how she shoots. All right, guys, so we are out here on the range for the shooting portion of this review. We're going to shoot 100 rounds of ammunition through this sucker, see if we have any problems. Now, I haven't been keeping track. I have filmed shorts and an unboxing with this, and it's probably got about 100 rounds to it. I haven't had any issues, problems, nothing. I don't expect any now, but you never know because we are mixing it up with some ammo and some different mags. So what we got here is we're going to shoot 50 rounds of 45 ACP arms core for the factory, and we have 50 rounds of reloads in different mags. So what we got here is we have a mixture of 230 grain blue bullets, and yes, that is a Tula steel case. You can reload those. That's another video coming. In a Metgar mag, I got Trip Research Cobra mags with the metal bottoms. I got the ones with the plastic bottoms, Trip Research. We got Les Bear mags. We got all kinds of different stuff, and we also have Barry's 230 grain total copper jacket or metal jacket, however you want to call it. That's a plated bullet. So we're just going to get right into it. We're going to start shooting, see how reliable she is, see if we have any problems, and see how it shoots, man. So we'll start with the reloads. We'll shoot the 50 rounds of reloads. Then I'll pause this, reload all the mags, and go into the factory, and then we'll give final thoughts. So let's do this. All right, so for this one, I'm gonna top it off. See how she shoots with 9 rounds in the gun. See if there's any issues on that. I don't think I will have any issues, but you never know. Less spare mag with some blue bullets in it. All right, so we're gonna top this one off. So we have 9 rounds in the gun also. So far, so good. We're almost at the end of our 50 rounds of reloads. Whoa, oh, there you go. There's one. Now this is with reloads, so there you go. Looks like it's failure to feed all the way in the mag on the last round. That was the factory mag that came with it too. Huh. All right. Here we go. And that was when it was topped off with 9. Like I said, you never know what happens out here. All right, guys, so as you saw, we had a small problem. We had a failure to feed on the last round to the second to the last mag of the reloads. So that was round number, I put 9 in there. That was round number 41. I don't know. And now we're going to do the factory ammo. So let me pause this. These darn boxes sometimes, man. And load up these mags and we'll get right back to it. All right, guys, we are back and we have our 50 rounds of Arms Corps 230 grain hardball. It's full metal jacket. And let's just keep shooting. I'm gonna top these first 2 mags off again with 9 rounds. We got the factory mag. It's the one we had problems with before. So let's just see if we have any problems again. All right, let's just keep blasting away. Some of these are a little bit tough to get in. And the last 8 rounds. All right, guys, there you have it. 100 rounds. And yeah, let me flip this camera and we'll get the final thoughts. All right, guys, so final thoughts on the TISAS stainless steel duty. I think it's fantastic. You did see we had the one hiccup. Again, that's trying it. That's his first time out trying it with different mags, different ammo, and that was on the first portion of the reloads. That could have been me. Could have been an out of spec round. It didn't have any issues with the factory ammo, and that's where I would expect it not to have any issues. The reloads, I'm pretty good, but that's where we had the issue. That's the first time, and I'd say probably about 200 rounds that we had an issue. Now, all the previous, those are the only reloads I ever fired through the gun. So it could be that. All the rest of it has been either Winchester white box factory or the Arms Corps. So I'm happy with that. We'll keep shooting this. I'll give you, you know, a 250, a 500 round update. But Lord, ammo's expensive, so I got to get some more projectiles for reloading too. For the price, $479, that's insane for the price. This is a winner, 100% all the way. Didn't have the grips come loose after I Loctite them and put these lock grips on there. Other than that, I mean, I think this, you know, I'm a fan of TISAS for what they offer, and they really hit it out of the park with this one. Now, guys, when I say $479, when I quote the price of a gun, I'm not including shipping or transfer fee, because those things change depending on where you get it transferred. Depending on what store you get it transferred in, it might vary. Some places are $40, some places are $20, some are $35. I've checked around town, they're all different. I used to have a place closed down, they were $20 transfers. So the place I'm using now is a $40 transfer, but sometimes I ship to different stores. And then some places are, when you buy the pistols, sometimes it's free shipping, not free shipping, taxes, all that stuff. So I quote you the price I paid. Usually it's a little bit more, but some of the reviews I see, especially when I do a comparison, some of the guns were purchased when I lived in a different state. So the sales tax is different. The shipping is different if you order it online. The transfer fees are different. So those are extra costs. I will try to lay those out. But for the advertised price, $479. That's, you cannot beat that. You cannot. It's a fantastic gun. I give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time for the updates. Thanks for watching.